My dog learned how to speak. My dog Chester has been acting really strange lately. Ever since moving into my new apartment, I've noticed Chester's behavior getting progressively odd each day. However, today was by far the oddest he's ever behaved. I don't know how else to put this without sounding like a nutcase, but Chester learned how to speak. Not like dog speak as in barking. He literally spoke in English. I know, I'm just as baffled as you are. However, his explanation as to how he was able to master the human language explains everything. Prior to inhabiting the body of a dog, he was a linguist professor. After being murdered by one of his colleagues, he was reincarnated into a beagle. Over the course of time, he was able to master the phonetics of dog speech and altered it in such a way that allowed him to speak in English. I know, it's crazy, but just wait till you hear what he said next. Just thinking about it is making me feel uneasy. Chester found it necessary to master the English tongue as soon as possible, especially after moving into our new apartment. Barking and running all over the place didn't suffice to let me know what he was seeing. So, he sped up the learning process on knowing how to speak, so he can better communicate the danger I was in. Upon moving into our apartment, Chester sensed something ominous. His uncanny dog sensing abilities kicked in immediately after setting foot on the wooden floorboards of our place. Something didn't feel right, and it was at that moment, upon entering our new home for the first time, that Chester saw something incredibly terrifying. In our living, he saw what appeared to be a physical manifestation of a small child, in fact, a baby, sitting on the couch facing the television, uninterrupted by their arrival. This was no ordinary baby, however. Yeah, it had a head, but that's it. The rest of its small body was missing. Well, it had a body, but without any muscle or tissue. It was pretty much a baby's skeletal body with a fully fleshed head on top. The head itself was lifeless, dead. You could tell by its facial expression. It's as though the thing had a stroke. But as if this unholy, malicious entity spawned by Satan couldn't get any more creepy, the head on this thing began to twitch. It appeared to do so after seeing, from the corner of its eye, both Chester and I. Obviously, I couldn't see it, but Chester did, and he was barking like mad. More like Cujo, actually. If only I'd paid more attention to his behavior, I'm sure I wouldn't be in this situation, hiding in the closet with Chester. At the moment, we're trying to keep quiet. Chester tells me that this thing, whatever it is not to be messed with. He's heard this thing speak before, and it speaks in tongues. If there's anything Chester is sure of, it's that anything which speaks in tongues is not to be trusted. As I write this, there's a lot of noise being made in our living room. Furniture is being moved around. I think it's searching for us. But why? I don't know what to think right now. I write this in hopes of explaining what happened to me and my dog. Chester, if anything happens to us, please pay attention to your pets. They see things we can't. Chester did, and I didn't act sooner. Here we are now.